guys, so I'm back for another haul. It is not all the library. I have 10 books that I actually bought myself, but the rest is from the library. Me and my cousin and Sarah decided to go to the library on Saturday because we wanted more things to watch, and of course books come with that. There are a couple, I think like 4 or 5, that I don't think I showed you from the last time that I went, so I put it in this haul. If I have shown you, I'm sorry, but it's only like 4 or 5 books, so it's fine. So the first 10 books I bought myself. I actually got them from, I almost said Books A Million. I got them from Half Price Books, so they were super cheap. And I'm so excited. We went there because my cousin had never been there before, and so I told her what it was about, and we went, and she really liked it. And my lovely fiance said that I could use some money to buy some books, even though we're trying to save up for vacation and for other stuff. She said I could buy some books, so I'm really excited. And here we go. So the first one I got, it was kind of like I already had everything in my pile that I was going to get, and then I saw this, and Sarah knew that I love these, and so she let me get it because it was only $1, and it's a Charmed book. I want to own them all. This is the very first one that I've ever owned because I didn't know that they had books like this. So this is the very first one that I own, but I'm so excited to kind of collect all of them, and it is Between Worlds. Charmed, sorry, I just was on Piper's face. Charmed is one of my all-time favorite shows ever. I don't own all the seasons, but I've seen every single episode of every single season. Like I've told you guys before, I could probably see just like a screenshot of one of the episodes, and I can tell you everything that happens within the episode, and everything that happens before and after. So I definitely am going to start collecting these. I also saw next to them that there's Buffy books, and I didn't know that either. So good thing that there is such a thing as a store that sells books that are not new, that people are selling, because I probably would not have known this. So good thing. Next book I got is one that I found on clearance, and I don't know if I told you guys this. I know in some of my older ones I've told you guys that I want to collect all the books from my childhood, but I think I only own 1 or 2 of these, but I'm not entirely sure. But I saw this and I had to grab it, and it is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Lots of Luck by Diana G. Gallagher. I absolutely love these books. I read them when I was a kid. Sabrina was one of my all-time favorite shows when I was a child. And so as soon as I saw it for $1, I had to grab it because I like today's books for children, but just like today's shows, they don't have a lot of morals and stuff to kind of show them other things. It's kind of all the same stuff. So I want to start collecting the stuff that I read when I was a kid, maybe to help my kids out, maybe just for me to reread, whatever. The next 2 I got are, well, one's a TV show and one is a TV documentary. The first one I got is Catfish for only $2. I absolutely love the show Catfish. It is absolutely amazing. Even though I find these people to be so stupid and ignorant, but I love the show, and I've never seen the actual documentary, like the first thing that got Neve into this stuff, and I saw it there for $2, so I decided, why not grab it? It's probably something that I'll probably watch a lot, so. And the next thing I got, you guys will probably make fun of me of, but I actually do like this show, and it is The Girls Next Door, with the season 1, with all the Playmates. I love this show. I don't know why. I don't know. I absolutely adore this show. I don't know. I like it. And I don't know if I'm ever going to find it again, and it was only $3. So why not pick it up when I can? Because that's what I love about that store, about Half Price Books, that it has so many books and TV shows that you don't know if you're going to find anywhere else because they're not new anymore. Like how I got that one, and I've got Laguna Beach and stuff like that because not many people sell it anywhere. The next book I found on clearance for only $3 for a hardcover book. I've never heard of this book. I've never heard of this author. I don't even really know 100% what it's about. All I know is it's about a psycho killer because it's called Psychopath by Keith Ablow. If any of you guys know anything about this book or about Keith Ablow, let me know. but I love the name of it. And then I saw that Janet Ivanovic, Harlan Coben, and Dennis Lehane all blurbed him on the back, and those are 3 wonderful mystery writers, especially Harlan Coben. I love him to death. So to have that on his thing, I know it had to be good. And it is a signed first edition, so this is the very first edition that came out. And I don't think he legitimately signed it. I think he, oh, maybe he did. There's indents on the back. No, there's not. I think they just printed the page to put in here, but it does have his signature, so that's pretty cool. The next book I bought, I actually got from the library, so you might remember this book. I got it from the library a couple days ago, but it's looked so good to me, and so I'm glad that I own it now, and it is All the Truth That's in Me by Julie Berry. It just looks really good. It's like super short, and it's pretty. I like the cover, and so since I was so interested, it was only $4.99, I decided to pick it up. The next book I got is yet again another one that I've had from the library, and this series, I've seen the entire TV series, but I wanted to own the books because I've never read the books, but now that I love the TV series, I'm going to start reading the books, and so I found this pretty beautiful hardcover edition of It Had to Be You by Gossip Girl, or by Cecilia von Zeisberg. I don't know how to say that, but it's the prequel to the series, which is the one that I wanted to read very badly because if it's like this thing that was in the show, I don't know if this is the same thing as that or if it has a whole bunch of other stuff because it's pretty thick, so I'm glad I found that. And then along those lines, I found 2 other Gossip Girl books that were on clearance, only $1 each. And so I had to pick them up because, like I said, I want to own all of the Gossip Girl books. And so I got Only in Your Dreams and What I Lie to You, which is number 9 and 10 of the series. So now I own the prequel in 9 and 10, but I'm excited to at least have started my collection. And then the last book I bought, sorry, this is kind of getting long. The last book I got was on clearance for only 50 cents. And I absolutely adore this movie, and so I decided to pick up the book because I've never actually read the book, but I adore the movie, and so, hey, why not have it on my bookshelf? And it is Ever After by Wendy Laga. It is the movie cover, which I'm okay with because I love the movie. It has Drew Barrymore in it. It's a Cinderella story. I absolutely adore this movie, and so to find the book for only 50 cents, I could not pass that up. Now, on to library books. Let me move these really quick. The first 2 that I have to show you are Sarah's books. They're not mine. But I've always liked showing you guys just in case you want a review from it. And the first one is Thieves' Covenant by Ari Marmel. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It looks like it's some sort of assassin kind of book. It is a YA, so don't really know, but it's one of Sarah's things. And the next one that I got Sarah got, sorry, is The Martian by Andy Weir. This is a American, wow, it's an adult book. Obviously, since it says The Martian, it's about space. I'm not sure 100% everything that it's about. I think this person goes up to Mars. But Sarah is a very, very big space person. I don't know why, but she is. So I saw this and I had to pick it up for her, and so she's excited to read that. I'm just going to keep throwing them on the floor. The next book I got, the new one just came out because it was on the shelf, like the new bookshelf. And so I decided to find the first one in the series because I've heard that it's really good. I don't remember who I heard it from. I hear these things all the time on YouTube, and I never remember. But I got Hexed by Michelle Kyrys, K-R-Y-S. I'm not sure how to say that. But it looks really good, and I believe it's about witches. If I'm not mistaken, probably. I probably am mistaken. I'm a kind of an idiot. But it looks really good, and the second one looks even better. So I'm really excited to kind of get to this to see what it all is all about. The next one I've seen all over YouTube, all over Goodreads, and I have seen mixed reviews. I've seen people hate it, I've seen people love it, and so I thought I would pick it up and see what I thought of it, and it is The Queen of Bright and Shiny Things by Anne Aguirre. I'm just looking at the cover, you can tell that it is a love story, which I've told you guys I'm not 100% a romance fan, but I thought that I would pick it up because I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. The next one I got, I actually had put something, I started getting some ideas for my blog, which if you guys want to check it out, it is MediaGeeksUnite.blogspot.com. But I started getting some ideas, and I had an idea to do kind of a blog about if you like this book, you'll like this book. And one of the books I saw on there was one I've already read, and they said that I would like this book. So I decided to pick it up and see what this is all about, since they said that I would like it, and it is Maybe One Day by Melissa Cantor. So I decided to pick it up. I'm not sure 100% what it's about. I think it's about friendship and stuff, but we'll have to see what happens. Because in the front it says, in the face of tragedy, friendship is everything. And I'm very much about kind of keeping bonds between people and cute stuff like that. So we'll see how that one goes. The next book I got, I actually received the second book in the series from Goodreads for review. Well, I won it. So I thought that I would pick up the first one because it just looks so good. I am so, like, I know I say I'm so excited to read all of these, but this one I am, like, way excited to read, and I, like, want to start reading it now, but I have to read other books first. And it is Birthdays for the Dead by Stuart McBride. I have never heard of this author, but like I said, this book sounds so good. The bottom says, 12 years, 12 dead girls, 13 will be unlucky for some. And it just, oh, it looks so good. I know it's about this 5-year-old girl gets kidnapped, and then he keeps this girl and sends her family, I believe it's her family, yeah, just her family, sends her family a picture of her being tortured, and it gets worse and worse over the years, and it's just, oh, this is, like, amazing to me. So I'm really excited to get to this one, especially since I got the second one from Goodreads. The next one I got is a memoir. I had seen it last time I went to the library, and so I knew that I wanted it, but I didn't want to pick it up then, and I didn't really have a whole lot in my hand this time, so I thought, you know what, I'll get it. And it's called Elena Vanishing by Elena and Claire B. Dunkel. This book, I believe, is about a girl with a, I don't know whether she has anorexia or bulimia, but she has an eating disorder, which I have gone through. I know it wouldn't look like it because I'm, like, super fat, but I have gone through it, and not as much as other people, but will you, Marley, my dogs, man, my dogs, but I have, oh, anorexia. She has anorexia, but I have gone through some sort of eating disorder, so I kind of know a little bit about it, so I am excited to read this and see, like, what it's like in somebody else's head. The next one I got is a new book. It just came out on May 27th, and I'm so excited to read this. I'm probably going to have to read it soon, because I'm sure people will put it on hold. You have no clue how, yet again, apparently this is just my haul of greatness. And it's Hold Me Like a Breath by something Schmidt. You guys are probably, like, saying the name as I'm trying to find it. Tiffany Schmidt. Because, see, look, they put it right over the thing. Like, you couldn't just put it down so it's, like, in between it, or just put it on the side. But anyway, it looks really good. I know this is about, yeah, these people, buy and sell, body parts on the black market, I believe. So, good story. Next one I got is a classic. I actually have started going into the large print. I know I don't need large print. I can read just regular print. But for this book, I actually searched for it in large print because I want to read this before I read a book in the YA section, because the book that I want to read is a retelling of this book, and I've never read this book, and I've already told you guys that I want to read more classics, so I decided to pick it up to start reading, and having it in large print might help me because it might feel like I'm getting through it more. And it is Persuasion by Jane Austen. I had to read this for college, but I never read it. And I want to read A Chaos with the Stars, or Chaos with the Dark Stars, or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks really good. But it's a retelling of this, so I have to read this to know what it's kind of retelling. And I need to read more classics anyway, so I'm hoping that this large print will help me kind of get through the book. The next one I got, I had seen before, but I never really picked it up because it just, I don't know. It looks good, but then I just kind of have second thoughts about it. But then I saw Richard Denny talking about it, and so I decided to pick it up. And it's Marie Antoinette Serial Killer. I love serial killers, but I'm not a fan of Marie Antoinette. I don't know how they match up. I don't know what happens, but I don't know. It just kind of, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. He says that it's really good. So I decided to pick it up and see. It's pretty short, so it's not like it's going to hinder me that much. The next one I got is another large print one. I was actually, when I said that I was going to look for that book, I saw this while I was there, and it just looks so good. I couldn't not pick it up, and it is huge, but I believe it's only because, it is like super large print. And it is Behind Closed Doors by Elizabeth Haynes. This just looks so good, and it's about, I know it's about a serial killer, I believe. Oh no, she was abducted. Someone that was abducted. Yeah, and then she was found badly beaten. And it just, it looks just so good. And so I'm kind of intimidated by the size, but like I said, since the writing is so big, I'm hoping that it'll help me get through it. The next one, or the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I got, I don't know if I've shown you or not, so if I have, I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to sit through it, I guess. The first one is How Zoe Made Her Dreams Mostly Come True by Sarah Strominger, another chick book. Then I got Living Dead Girl by Elizabeth Scott. I am excited to read this, and it's so short, and the chapters are super short, so I feel like I'm going to get through it in like no time, because it's like one or two pages per chapter. So I'm really excited for that. And it just sounds so good. The next one I got is 34 Pieces of You by Carmen Rodriguez. I had read 13 Reasons Why, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I heard that this was basically the same kind of a story, but it was just with 34 pieces instead of 13. So I decided to pick it up because if I liked that one so much, I'm probably going to like this. It just depends on whether I like this person's writing style or not. The next one I got is a second to a series, and it is Killer Within by S.E. Green. This is the second to Killer Instinct. I like this cover, but if you look on the back, that is the new cover for Killer Instinct, and I hate it. I love the Killer Instinct cover that has like the words sideways, and then I like this one with the heart in the thing, but I do not like the new Killer Instinct cover. But this is the second in the series, so I'm excited to read it. I know I haven't read the first one either, but they just sound so good. I'm just like finding so many good books lately. The next one I got is Faking Normal by Courtney C. Stevens. I heard about this book through somebody, I'm not entirely sure, probably on Goodreads, because this is semi-old. But it just sounded so good, and I know it has something to do with cutting in it, and I know that I will most likely be able to recognize and kind of feel for these people since I've gone through that kind of stuff too. The next book I got, I'm on the verge of possibly bringing it back, but I want to try to give it a try first. But it just looked so good, and I don't know, seeing some of the reviews about it, I'm not 100% into possibly reading this, and it is Immaculate by Caitlin DeWeiler. This is about a girl that is a virgin, but she becomes pregnant. So it's kind of like a Virgin Mary Bible story, which is what's like hindering me to reading it, because I'm not very religious, but the words are pretty big. The words are pretty big, and even though the book is huge, I don't know, maybe it'll be something different that I read. And then the last book I have, I'm sorry this is so long, the last book I have is yet again a large print novel, but I've been wanting to get this book for a while because I've heard a lot of people talking about this book. It's been like everywhere on Goodreads and on YouTube, so I thought that I would pick it up since everyone is loving this book. And it is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. I'm not even 100% sure what this is about, but I've heard so many great things about it, I had to pick it up, even though it is in large print. But maybe that will kind of keep me from stop reading it. Like, I'll just actually keep reading it. It'll make it seem like it's going by a lot faster. But yeah, so that is my haul. If you have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down below. I will definitely get back to you. I'm sorry it's so long. I will try to not get as many anymore. Normally I wouldn't be buying books, so that will kind of cut down. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.